Had a rare disease but couldn't get the drug you needed because it's too expensive. That's what's happened to an Ontario man. He has a rare blood disorder. It's caused his kidneys to fail, and now he spends 8 hours a day hooked up to dialysis because Ontario won't pay for the drug he needs. Jennifer Tryon has his story.
Michael Eigenram has a rare disease called atypical HUS.
Hurts like the Dickens. I'm just about ready to scream every time I put it in.
A blood disorder that has caused kidney failure. For 8 years, home dialysis has been keeping him alive. He can't work, travel outside his home. He's hooked up 8 hours a day.
None of this would be necessary if I had a successful transplant again. That's it.
But he can't get a transplant until the disease is treated, and he can't get treatment because he can't afford the medication.
It's in the hundreds of thousands. So it's very expensive, nothing that a normal person could afford.
The drug is called Solaris and costs between $500,000 and $700,000 a year.
You expect that if there's a drug available that will treat people, that it would be available to them, and it's not. So it's not as universal as we think it is.
In a statement, the province says it's concerned there isn't enough clinical data to prove it's safe, even though Health Canada has already approved it. It's even covered in Quebec and Alberta, and universally for a similar disease.
If I was a millionaire, I could buy the drug tomorrow and nobody would question anymore if it was safe or not.
But further in the statement from the province, it reveals it's also concerned about cost effectiveness.
If this disease affected a large number of the population, or if they were politically powerful in terms of a special interest group, and we can look at a variety of diseases which are special interest groups, they get funding almost immediately.
This is like liquid gold.
Fewer than 70 Canadians have atypical HUS, and only a handful of patients need the drug. Solaris gave 12-year-old Josh Bartoli his life back.
It's a night and day with their health. It's amazing.
He's getting it free as part of a clinical trial. Michael wasn't so lucky. Because so few are affected by rare diseases, advocates say their treatments often get swept aside.
Drugs for rare diseases still cost less than 1% of the public drug spend. I mean, that is not what you call unaffordable.
Instead, the government has paid for a kidney transplant, $250,000 for 8 years of home dialysis, and a host of other hospital costs. Every year they avoid paying for the drug that could really help him. Jennifer Tryon, Global News, Toronto.